I'm Phyllis. I live in my van.
Welcome to my new digs. I did get the job. They didn't have many applicants, and I showed up at the office. He said the only other applicants were looking for a winter spot, and this is pretty sweet. Got this big spot, which honestly 2 or 3 other vans could also fit here. And I've got water and theoretically power, although I don't have a key for that lock. All I have to do is open and close the gates in the morning and night and clean the bathrooms, and they didn't sound like they were too fussy about it. There's another issue going on at this park that they're wanting to put a lid on, which was getting worse when they weren't closing up the park at night. Vegetable curry, some mushrooms, jalapenos, garlic, ginger, and onion, curry powder, onion powder, and garlic powder. And I'll be putting coconut milk in it. And I'm gonna take the veggies out, put them in a bowl. I'm gonna boil these noodles, brown rice noodles, for a few minutes, and everything goes back together. It's going to be yum. Put a little bit too much water in it. So I'm cooking it with the lid off. I don't want to just dump out the water because I want the starch from the noodles to help thicken the dish. So there it is. I reduced it way down, but left a little bit of water from the noodles. Added the veg and a little bit of cooked chicken back in there, and coconut milk. And it smells very, very well. Something big just hit the roof. I fear it's a tree limb. It is raining and hailing. Morning light's so pretty here. It's about 7. I'm opening the gates. It's so pretty. I guess somebody threw something out here because there's squash growing. I don't know what kind it is yet. Looks like watermelon. Aren't they cute? I'm gonna watch those things. Those blossoms would be really good to eat too. Oh, look. There's 2 more. I just think that's funny. There's squash growing right here. So last night, I was walking down to the exit gate to close up the park. And I was almost there, and I stopped and I thought, that dog sure looks like a bear. And I just stopped, and then I thought, okay, I gotta get Buddy back so Buddy doesn't try to interact with this bear. And a second later, he saw it, and he went after the bear. It was a young bear. I don't know how old. I don't know from bears. This is my first bear. And so Buddy ran after it and treed it. It ran up a tree, and it took me forever, well, a few minutes, and coaxing and yelling at Buddy to get him to go back to the van, leave the bear alone. So I go back to the van and get Buddy inside and grab my phone so I can film it. Because of course I didn't have my phone when I first saw him, when Buddy treed him. But Buddy, come on Buddy, let's go back. There's some people picnicking, so we'll walk back. So I grab it and I turn around and I shut the van door and I look up and little guy's headed right for my campsite. It's all right, honey. It's all right. I didn't want to open the door again because I was afraid, well, I knew Buddy would run outside and harass the bear. So I just stood there. And he just walked around for a while and crossed the road out of the park back that way. So I was walking around this morning picking up garbage, and I saw a deer carcass that hadn't been there a couple of days ago. That deer carcass wasn't there a couple of days ago. I think it's a deer. And some of the barbecue grill covers are torn up. So I think the grills are covered, so people won't use them because there's fire restrictions right now. But I think what happened is they smell like food, and the bear's ripping into it, thinking there might be food in there. And I don't know where that cub's mama is, but that's what really made me nervous, was wondering if she was going to turn up. And really worried about my dog. I wasn't worried about me. I was worried about Buddy. You're a little menace. You're a little menace. You have to be nice to bears. Bears are our friends. Poor little guy. Just ran right up that tree. You are kind of badass though, Buddy. Buddy treed a bear. My big guy. So yes, that was clearly a baby. And yes, I was worried about there being a mama. And no, I didn't see the mama. But she's got to be around here somewhere, right? But boy, what an adventure. Buddy, you want to go to the dog park? Want to go to the dog park? Dog park. Want to go to the dog park? Lots of doggies. Should we go to the dog park? Does Buddy like the dog park? Are there doggies there? Doggies for Buddy to play with? Yeah, we're at the dog park. Are you excited? Are you excited to go to the dog park? You want to go to the dog